بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
إنا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون.
Bismillah. So this lesson we're going to speak about the double letter, when we have two letters that are the same joined together. Now this joining is called shadda, and it means to join with strength. So if we take the word shadda, what Arabs use for the sign of shadda is the following. It's just that part of the word shadda, which is that. So if we want to double this letter, what we do is we add the shadda. That's it there. Now, a point to note is that the shadda will always have a vowel mark accompanied with it. Either the fatha, the dhamma, or the kasra. So, for example, we have here three scenes with a shadda and the three different harakat. So as you can see, the shadda with a dhamma, the shadda with a kasra, and the shadda with a fatha. One point, the kasra here is usually written under the shadda, or it can actually be written underneath the letter itself. So the actual kasra can go down here as well. But the shadda stays there. The shadda will never be on the bottom. Another point is the shadda can go on any letter, except for the hamza or the alif. So any other letter can accept a shadda. Now let's dissect the shadda on top of these letters. So we said that the shadda represents a doubling of the letter. So here, there's two scenes, because the shadda is there. So there's one scene, followed by another scene. Now the first scene will always have a sukoon. And then the second scene will have the actual harakah. Now let's put, for example, a letter before it, because we know that a word cannot start with a sukoon. You can't have a letter with a sukoon starting off a word. So let's put the ra, for example. So to pronounce this, we would say ressu, ressu. Notice how I give the double letter. Ressu, ressu. Now similarly, this is two scenes as well. The sukoon is on the first, followed by the kasra on the second. So if you put the ra once again, it would pronounce as rassi, rassi. Notice how I give emphasis to the scene. It's the doubling of the letter. Not resi, rassi. And similarly, the scene with the shadda and fatha is a scene, another scene. There's a sukoon there, and there's a fatha there. So if we put the ra, for example, actually let's change the letter. Let's put the meme. So the meme would be joined to it, and a fatha here. And I assumed that these were fathas as well with the ra as well. So that's why it was rassi and rassu. So here it's massa. This is actually a verb. Massa means to touch. Now, how this verb is actually written is the following. It's a meme followed by a scene, and there's a shadda, and it's massa. So a double letter will not be represented in this way. It will be done in this particular way, with the shadda. Now, a letter that has a shadda can never start a sentence, as we said. That's why I put a letter that has a haraka on it. So let's put the fathas on those. So notice I put those huruf, those letters, in front. Because there's no word that starts with a sin, with a sukoon, or any letter that has a sukoon. Let's look at some words with the shadda. So here we have 3 words, actually 4 words, because iyaka actually is made up of 2 different words. We have a particle and a pronoun. So how do we pronounce this? Iyaka. Notice the ya gets a double vowel because of the shadda there. Iyaka. It's not iyaka, iyaka. Also here, al-hajju. It's not al-hajju, it's al-hajju. And here, rabbi. So it's alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. There's a shadda there. It's not rabbi. So if I want to dissect this, it would be the ra followed by 2 bas. There's the fatha there. The first ba takes a sukoon. And the second takes a kasra. So it's rabbi. So you notice actually that a shadda will always give a new syllable to the word. Because the new syllable starts here. It's in between the first and the second letter that has the shadda. So that's briefly about the shadda. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.